Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the DAMIANO podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about changes coming to the EBT in October of this year. There will be changes to the EBT, and it's not good because remember back when the bill was presented to that so-called big beautiful bill, that big beautiful bill, which has the food stamps in it, the SNAP benefits in there, which is not good for the ones who are on SNAP and EBT, because as of October 1st of this year, you will not be allowed to buy any of these, any of the sodas in there. You won't be able to buy any of no candy with it. You won't be able to buy any. The only thing you can buy is like healthy stuff with it, and which is not. I mean, that's. I mean, now they're telling us what we can eat now. It's like, come on, seriously. That so-called big beautiful bill was not smart. It was not smart now. It was not smart. Come on, seriously. Wow. But yeah, it's not smart how to do that. Yeah, but yeah, oh, John's here. Hey, Penske Vlogs, welcome in. Yeah, we were just talking about the changes to the EBT. Yeah, because pretty soon you'll not be able. As of October, it's going to be taking effect to where you won't be able to buy anything like pop, any candy, or anything like like I buy the stuff I buy. But basically, they're saying no junk food. But you only have to buy all healthy stuff, because that so-called big beautiful bill that was introduced last year, that caused a lot of this problem. That caused a lot of this problem. For the SNAP and the ones who are on SNAP, who are on your EBT, on your food stamps, which won't be able to do. They won't be able to buy anything unless it's all. But you can buy like bananas with it. You can actually buy. They even said too that you can buy. On like those plants, you can grow, like the banana plant and the tomato plant. I agree. The Lepinski Vlogs. I agree that they shouldn't be telling us what we can do with our benefits, but that's Washington's doing. That's Washington's doing. That's their doing. They did that. That's the president's doing, because they introduced that that big beautiful bill, and that's what caused this. That's what caused this, and that's what got the mess we're in now. But right now you can do it. Right now you can still buy soda and stuff with it, and you can still buy stuff you've been getting for now. But as of 1 October, that all changes. That's. I don't know what they're doing, but they can't tell us what. They shouldn't be allowed to. There should be a law against that. That they shouldn't tell us what we can buy with our, benefits, because those are our benefits, and they need to just back off and stop telling us what we can do with that, because that's going to hurt a lot of seniors. That's going to hurt a lot of people who can't. Who needs that. Like the but the only thing you can buy with it is like dairy stuff, dairy products, fruits and vegetables. I mean, anything that has, I mean, anything that does not include sugar. I agree. I agree, Lipinski vlogs. I agree because that's because some because people, it's not some. Too, I mean, too many people. Well, not so many people can. I mean, how can I put this? How can I put this? But not too many people can drink that. I mean, not too many people. I mean, some people are allergic to dairy. Some people can't drink the stuff that they want them to do. I mean, and some people, I mean, they only want them to, to do fruits and vegetables and stuff that does not, and something, stuff that does not include sh- sugar in it. The ones who that have a high sugar, nope, like soda and stuff like chicken, I buy. I mean, so it looks like I'm gonna have to cut some of that out, or I mean, because for me, I mean, you know me how I do, pizza and stuff with, I mean, pizza, chicken, stuff like that. I mean, but it just all because of that big beautiful bill caused all this. I mean, because of that, that's what did it. And I'm sure it's not the same in all. I mean, I know Ohio's doing it as of 1 October, but I don't know about the other states. I don't know about. Are they doing it? I mean, are they doing it up in Illinois? Do you know of Linsky vlogs? Because I know down here they're doing it, and I know, but I don't know if they're doing it up there. Because I know, but that's what they're doing. That's considered. That's not. I mean, that's on the list of the ones that you're not allowed to get. You have to just get like dairy products, like yogurt or stuff like that, like eggs or stuff like apples, bananas, stuff like that is what they're talking about. I mean, they even gone so far as you can actually buy those fruit plants that you can grow your own food, like the banana plant and the tomato plant. You can actually do that. You can actually buy that. You can actually do that on it. That's what you can buy. Yeah, make sure you do. Make sure you research that. Make sure you stay up on that because that can definitely mess you up if that happens. That would definitely mess you up. I mean, you and Becky up on that because of that. So that's why. So yeah, I'll definitely do some research on that and see because I mean, as of 1 October, it's going to happen down here on that. So that's why. But it's just I mean it's just not right. I mean it's just not right how they do that. I mean they're being nothing but dictators and telling us what we can do. Now they're trying to boss. I mean now they're trying to boss us around really. I mean they. I mean it's like why can't they just leave the EBT alone and leave us alone and just worry about running the country. Worry about running the country instead of worrying about what instead of going after the EBT and worrying about low income families who can't really because now if I want anything like that it's going to come out of my either out of my medical or out of my social security is going to come out of to buy food because if they do that if they do that that's going to hurt a lot of people because a lot of people depend on that, especially the low income who, I mean, and some of them don't even, some of them rely on that more than the money to do that. And if they don't have that, they're not thinking. Washington's not thinking on that. They're not. They're not thinking when they, pass that bill. What kind of impact it's going to happen on the whole world. They're not. I mean, only thing only thing they care about are the votes. That's the only thing they care about is are the votes. It's called the Democrats and Republicans are only caring about one thing, and that is the votes. They don't care about the American people. They don't even. They don't care about us. But when it comes time for voting, they want our votes. But if you agree with that, put down put it in the chat if you agree with me on that. Because they only care about themselves, and if they get their seat in November, they don't care about us. They don't even. They don't care if if we go hungry or if they don't care. Something's got to give. Why can't they? That's not cool how they're doing this. They're not thinking. Only thing they did is pass a big, beautiful bill, and just threw that in there, and then tell nobody what that meant. We all thought that there was going to be an increase in, on the benefits, but nobody knew what they was up to. Nobody knew what Congress was up to. Nobody knew what they was up to. Nobody basically knew what was going to go on. We all thought it was just going to be, maybe like, increase or stuff like that. But no, it's the other way around. It's the cuts instead. That's good. Good. That's good. At least you guys will be safe on that. At least Illinois will be safe on that. So that's good. Thank you for sharing that, Lipinski vlog. Thank you for sharing that. Because it's really, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's only Ohio that's, it's only Ohio and there that's doing, but I think a couple other states, because I did see on one of the the shorts, I did see that already happened in a couple of other states. That it already happened in there. A couple of other states it happened in. So it's just not fair. Now it's this country is beginning to be. This country has gone downhill. This country has gone downhill, literally. They trying to tell people now what to do. Shoot. Yes. And I think, yeah, and the reason why they did that is because people I guess people are abusing the stamps or the EBT. They're abusing it, and well, that's what they say. But because people are not going to work, they'd rather be on that. A lot of them are trying to just milk the system and living off the government. And that's why now, because of that, because people like that hurts people like you and me. But basically that hurts the ones who are responsible with it, who doesn't abuse it, who's trying to find a job. It's just, it's they did because people like that, they implemented that a new rules and eligibility because of that, and now because of that, now we're in the shape we're in because now as of October 1st. So yeah, I mean it's just they need to. I mean, all because of that, all because of that big beautiful bill that caused all this, all because of that big. Yep. Yeah, and if you want to find out more about that, there's a link that my moderator put down on the comment. Well, I'm here in the live chat here. So there's a link right there you can go to find out more about this topic. There's a link in there's a link in the top chat right there. So you can go to that and you can find out more information on that by clicking that on the screen there. By clicking that in the chat there, you can find out more about this topic and to see if it's going on in your state. But you might want to check that out and see if it's going on in your state. So all my viewers and all my followers, you might want to, if you're on EBT or SNAP or that, you might want to check and see if it's happening in your state. Because, it's not taking effect yet. So you still have time to buy, to stock up on your soda or your groceries. You still have time now because we're only in May. So you still have, June, July, August, September. You still have 4 months still to be before it will take effect in October. You still have 4 months to go to stock up on it, because once October 1st comes, because I know, I mean, and the thing is, I went up to Walmart today and they didn't even do it. They actually called it back. They didn't even, they took that away from them. They realized that they can't implement it yet because it's still too early. So Walmart decided to let everybody use their EBT now, because what happened yesterday when I went up there, they did that. So I couldn't use it because they implemented that rule. But then they realized today, oops, they made a mistake. And John Eagle's like, well, we're not doing that. We're not doing that yet. We're not doing that. Then I'm implementing that rule yet. Unlike Walmart did, but they corrected themselves. So they corrected themselves on that. But it's just, it's not fair how they're treating us. But yet they want. The thing is, the only thing they care about are the votes in November. That's the only thing they care about, is that. They don't care about anything else. They don't care about the American people. The only thing they care about is getting the votes. That's the only thing they care about. Until you people realize that, that's the only thing. Some of you out there who think, oh, well, they're for us. Oh, we put them in office. They'd be for us. They tell you lies. They tell you lies when they run for office. They tell you, oh, yes, well, if you vote for me, I will be on your side, and I will. No, they only do that. They only do that to get into office. Then once they get in office, they don't care about who voted them in. The only thing they care about is winning the election, getting the Senate seat or whatever seat they're running for, or office they're running for. They don't care about. They don't care about the American people. They tell you when they're in their rallies, well, if you vote for me, I will be on your side, and I'm for the American people. No, they're not. They're not. They're not for us. Thank you, Lipinski Vlogs. Thank you. The only thing they care about is I mean, the only thing they care about is the. But yeah, that's the only thing. I mean, that's the only thing they care about. I mean, the only thing they care about is their own agenda. They have their own agenda set when they run for office, and they give you a song and dance saying, well, I'm for you guys, and when I get elected, I'm gonna be for you guys. I'm gonna be on your side, and blah blah blah. It's like, no, they don't. They. I mean, they're not for the American people, because if there was, this would not have been happening. If they was for, if the Democrats and Republicans were for us, this right here would not have happened. I mean, that big beautiful bill would have got shot down. It would have got shot down if they cared for us. If they cared for the American people, that would have been shot down. That would never have been able to get like it did. That big beautiful bill that Trump made up, that would have been shot down if if they cared about us. That would have been shot down. But instead, they went ahead with it anyway, and they just went ahead with it, and they don't care who they hurt. They don't care if people. If people goes hungry, they don't care. I mean, they really don't care about. Any of that. I mean, they don't care. I mean, they really, but they should really. I mean, they really should stop and think when they do that. They really should stop and think who they're hurting, and they have to realize that they're hurting the voters who put them in there. But yeah, yep. But yeah, but yeah. I mean, it's. If you agree with me on that, if you agree with me on that, and but yeah, but yeah. But just that and they have to remember something that we put them in there, that we put them in there, and it's like, but they have to stop and think of what damage they're causing to the American people by this, because in October, when it happens on 1 October, when this happens, you're gonna have a lot of. You're gonna have a lot of angry people when they find out that they can't use the EBT cards for that. But yet you can buy plants with it. But yet you can buy like banana plants and t- tomato plants with that. But yet you can't buy what you need to buy. And they don't stop and think, hey, welcome in. If you're just joining us, we're talking about the changes to the EBT, the food stamp, the food stamps and SNAP in October, on 1 October. And I just got through. Well, I'm not done yet, but but again, I'm a re, you know, I'm a re, I'm a re, I'm a re, I mean, give them update of what's going on. the ones who are just joining us. But I mean, again, like the Democrats and Republicans do not care. I mean, they say, "Oh, well, we are going to be on your side when we get office. I mean, in office, we be for the American people." And no, they're not. They're not for us. They don't care about us. Only thing they care about is getting elected, getting their seats, and they have their own agenda. They really don't care about the American people, because if they did, that would not have happened. That would not have happened. Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Because we don't know what's happening down there yet. We don't know if they're doing it because I know. I think I did hear that was on the YouTube short. I mean about that. That I think in some parts of Georgia that already happened. I think because I did see it on one YouTube short I was watching that they did that. That's where I started from. That started there first. I mean, it started down there first. Exactly, exactly, exactly. And I mean, again, that's what I mean. It's just. I mean, we don't know. I mean, some parts. I mean, some parts may see it, some parts may not. Again, we don't know what that governor is doing down there. We don't know. And see, again, I mean, we don't know what's going on down there. We don't know what's going on down there. Down south down there. We don't know if that governor's doing anything about that. I mean, but I've heard that I did see like on YouTube short that did happen in some parts down there, that they already and that's what it all started, was down there. They started down there first and then came up here with it, because I did see that. But I don't know what part of I don't know what part of Georgia did that, but I don't know what part down there did that. But I know it did do that down there. So again, I don't know what's gonna go on down there, but I know what happened up here though. As of 1 October, as of 1 October, that's gonna happen. So yeah, I mean, as of 1 October, that's gonna definitely happen down up here. I mean, like it already started to do, but it well for now it's not doing anything for now. It's still, you can still buy everything for now. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, that it's starting. Well, that it started from, because it did start down there first. Yeah, yeah. It might be the towns that you mentioned that started all of this. That implemented down there, and then Ohio decided to jump on the same bandwagon, and decided, Ohio joined them on that. So I mean, I just got to see it, because it doesn't take effect until October. I mean, anything can happen between now and then, because the governor was. I'm talking about vetoing that bill. That bill. He's talking about vetoing it. Yeah, yeah. That's what I may have to do. I may have to see if I can find that thing again and go into it and see. Yeah, and see what spots. Because I know I didn't know that I did, from what I saw on there, that it did start down there, because I did see that on the short, and people was complaining, because I mean, they was actually arguing with the cashier when they did that, because they come by. They come by no. I mean, you can't buy any soda with it. Can't buy no candy. Only thing you can buy is like dairy products and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, good. I mean, good suggestion, but I mean that's because yeah, you're right. I mean that's where I might have started at because I know it. Because I know it did start down there first, and then Ohio jumped on the bandwagon. So we don't know what that's gonna do. But basically, we just gotta wait and see in October how it's gonna pan out. So how it's gonna pan out, and but for right but for right now we can do that. But for right now we can do that. But we, I mean, yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, again, I mean, I'm mostly buying cheese, milk. Yeah, yeah. See, that's I mean, you can buy the milk part, the milk and that up here as of October 1st. I mean, because milk's dairy. I mean, but you can actually buy those, the food plants too. You can actually grow. I mean, they allow that. That's something. I mean, you can buy with the EBT. Is that it's like the banana plant, the tomato plant. Oh yeah. So what is it? My wife's pause and portrait channel. Oh yeah, and two. Be sure to check out my moderator's a wife's channel called the Pause and Portraits channel because they be live tomorrow at 2 p.m. and it's Central Time tomorrow. So be sure to check out my moderator's wife's channel tomorrow. So go over there and say hi to them, and check out their channel. And I'll be checking it out tomorrow. So I'll be checking that out tomorrow. So I'll be over there checking it out. Yeah, we both videos, but for all my viewers, um, so make sure you go over to my friend's channel and over to my friend's wife's channel, which is the Pause and Portraits channel. Make sure you check that out tomorrow, and say hi down in the comments, and be sure yeah, I mean be sure to hit that subscribe button for them too, and basically just go over there and check them out and see what they got. And so yeah, so just be sure you check that out tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. So yeah, so I mean be sure to to hit that subscribe button on here on this channel too, and on my other two channels too as well, and on my friend's channel, on both my friends' channels, down in the comment, well, here in the live chat. So make sure you check out both of my friends, all three of my friends' channels on there. But as I was saying, yep, you're welcome, Loplansky Vlogs. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm a moderator. Yep. But yeah, I mean, it's gonna be, like I said, I mean, we don't know what's gonna be the outcome in October. We really don't know what's gonna be. I mean, we basically don't know. We basically do not know what's the outcome is gonna be on that, and how it's gonna affect people, because a lot of people who are on like on medication who can't really, I mean, they can't really have that stuff. And what they're calling it is junk food because they want everybody to eat healthier. They want everybody to eat healthier. And what stuff that we're getting off of it is not healthy enough for them. I mean, anything that has to do with sugar in it. And like soda contains sugar. Anything that has to do with sugar, that you can't do that. Like candy, for instance, has it like it's like no, it's like that's not right. I mean, that's not right, and that's basically they are nothing but. I mean, this country is nothing but dictators and trying to tell us what to do. I mean, I'm surprised that they don't say, "Well, lights out after 6 p.m. The lights out." Hmm. I'm surprised they don't say that next. I mean, like they say everything else. It's like worry about running the country instead of worry about. Yep, yep. But some of them are not on. But some of them are not on stamps though. But some of them are, and that's going to affect a lot of them. But see, some of them are on stamps, some of them are not. But the majority of them are probably on. And it's like I don't know what this country is coming to, but they really need to start. But basically, they really need to worry about. I mean, they just need to worry about. Running this country. They need to worry about running this country and not worrying about what it's like. I mean, they are running this. I mean, what are we? A third world? I mean, a third world country. I mean, it's beginning to be like that. I mean, it's gonna be sounding like that because I mean, they're telling us what to do. It's like now they're telling us on this. It's like seriously. Yeah, exactly. That's gonna make it harder. But yeah, I'm thinking, yeah. I mean that it's like, yeah, because that's gonna make it harder on people who are diabetic, who, I'm actually the cancer patients. Really, it's gonna make it harder on them as well. I mean, anybody who has a condition. I mean, anybody who's lactose intolerant. Anybody who is allergic to dairy. I mean, they're not thinking about that. Is the ones who are allergic to dairy. They really need to. I mean, they really need to think about that because that's not really good. Because that's not really smart what they're doing. Because yeah, and so do I, Lipinski vlogs. I do agree with you too on that because that's something that they need to take. See again, they're not taking that into I mean, to account of what they're doing by doing this. Because by them doing this, they're going to hurt a lot of people who rely on stuff like that, and some of them can't do the dairy. Some of them are allergic to dairy. I mean, and some of them are like lactose intolerant. Some of them who can't really. I mean, you can't even buy lunch meat off of that no more. Once October comes, you can't even do that no more. I mean, you can't buy pre-made, pre-packaged. You have to go to the deli of the store now to do that. Once October comes, I mean, it's like, didn't they think before they passed that big, beautiful bill of is what the consequences are going to be? Because they're not really thinking. The only thing basically they did is they only are into it for the votes. That's the only thing they're into it for is the votes. They're not into it for being for the American people. That's why. Like I said, yeah, that's why. Yep. They're not into it for. They don't care about. They don't care about us. They only care about one thing, is to get into office. They have an agenda. It's not that. It's not that. We can have older people too, but they need to be for us. They truly need to have somebody in there that's going to be for the American people and not for themselves. Because it's not that. They can have older people in there too, but they have to be for the American people. We have to get somebody in there who's going to be for us, the American people. And so far, that they say that, they say that, but well, yeah, but it's not. It's actually the young people too doing it. It's not just them. Let me clarify that. It's not just for it. Just because in the 80s and 90s, it's the young ones that's doing it too. Yeah, it's the young ones. But what we need to do is we need to get, and no matter what age it is, but we really need to get somebody that's going to be in office that is going to be for the American people. It don't matter on what age group it is, no matter what age group it is in, it just needs to be where they're for us. Yeah, because the young ones are the ones that's saying, "Oh, well, I'm gonna be for you guys, and I'm gonna be, well, vote for me, and I will be for you guys. I'll represent you in Congress. I'll represent the American people." It's like, no, they're only lying. Once they get voted in, once they swear the oath and get voted in, then they turn on us, and then they do like they did now. It's like that's why. That's why in November we need to get, seriously, we need to get somebody in there who's going to be for the American people and not these liars who are at the rallies and stuff. Well, if you vote for me, I will be for the American people. I'll represent you in Congress, or I'll represent you in the Republican. It's like, no, they don't. And that's what gets, and that's what basically gets me pissed when they do that or ticked off, is because they say that. They say that, they say those stuff, and then you get these people who believes it, and it's nah. So yeah, it's not that. Age has nothing. Well, basically, yeah. Basically, age has nothing to do with it. It's just that I mean, because the young ones are doing it. I mean, the young ones are what's doing. I mean, doing the voting. I mean, well, the young. I mean, Congress people, the members, the House, and stuff. They're mostly all young. I mean, it's just that we need to get. I mean, enough is enough. It's called we need to get somebody who is going to be true to what they say. Somebody who is loyal. I mean, loyal to us. And yeah, yeah, because it's not always see everybody's blaming the older ones, and it's not the. I mean, it's not the it's it's basically not the older ones. It's the young ones who's doing it. I mean, the young ones are the ones that there you go. Bingo, Lipinski vlogs. You hit it. You hit it right there. You said it right there. Exactly. Exactly. This is what we're talking about right here. This is what we're talking about right here. This is why what I was trying to say is we need somebody just like that. That you see down in the chat here is what we need to somebody like that who will understand what EBT is and the ones on disability and what their needs are, what our needs are, and what you nailed it. You said it. You said Lipinski vlogs. You said it. You said it right there. Good job. Good job. That's the best one. That's the best one. That's what I was trying to get at. That's what I was trying to get at right there. Is that right there is what I was trying to say. Because that is what we need in office as a Democrat and Republican. That's what we need right there. Because the ones that we have now don't know what they're doing. I mean, they're in there just for their agenda, just to get in there. They take our votes. They I mean, vote them in thinking they will do it. That they're for us, and they're not. So that's why. Thank thank you. See right there again. Yep, they're not they're not thinking about the disabilities. They're not thinking about see the disabilities and the diabetes. Yeah, see that's what I'm saying. They're not thinking about that. People, some of them, they can't. And plus, two, you get some people who are allergic to like dairy and stuff like that, who can't have that. Who I mean, they're allergic to like eggs, or they're allergic to I mean dairy in general, and that's the only thing that they can get. I mean, fruits, vegetables, and they can even get a plant. And thing is, they were paid to have. They were allowed to use EBT to buy plants to grow food. I agree, or at least not so much president, but Congress. Somebody should run that's with disabilities running for Congress. Thank you. They should. Yeah. I mean, thank you for bringing that up. Lipinski vlogs. Thanks for bringing that up. But yeah, I mean, they should have somebody run for either the presidency or the House, like the House or the Congress, something like that, for like the Democrat or Republic. Can somebody running for that who knows or who has disabilities and just basically understands it, because you get these people who don't know what they're doing or who don't understand, and they go around and play with this and play with that, and then they wonder why they screw stuff up. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. But for the ones who can do it, now. Now and then, I mean, I said the ones who, some of them, I said some of them are allergic to dairy, but some of them drink that anyway. I mean, some of them drink that anyway. So really, I mean, but for the ones who, I mean, it just they wasn't thinking this through. They was not thinking this through when they implemented that big beautiful bill, and they did not think that through. They did not think that through when they did that. And I mean, and plus too, and one thing I forgot to mention is that sometimes the ones that have diabetes, like my, I mean, like like, it's okay to, I mean, it's okay with you, Lipinski vlogs, if I use you for an example. I want I want to get your yeah, okay, thanks. But yeah, like my friend here who is diabetic, and sometimes the blood sugar runs low, and the only thing he has on hand is a candy bar, or if he doesn't have a candy bar, he would have to go out and buy one. But now you're saying that because of that rule, that might, well, I'm not sure if it's implemented there yet, but it could be. It could be, but I'm just using him as an example and saying that, let's say that he goes up there and he has the EBT card or whatever. Well, I'm just using you as an example, but let's say that he goes up there and says, "Well, I'm gonna need a candy bar, and I can pay with my EBT." And they say no. Now you just put him in a diabetic shock, because now he can't get the sugar he needs to get the blood sugar back up. So what? I mean, that's not cool. We need to make it to where, I mean, it's just not fair, because now you just probably put him in, in a very tough spot, because now he could be like in a hospital because of it, because not being able to get the blood sugar back up. He could go. He could go into. Have you? What's the word here? As a diabetic shock, something. Because they're not thinking. They're not thinking. That is serious, because sometimes they need sugary stuff on hand if for an emergency. Yeah. See. Yep. Or but but they're not thinking. They're not thinking on what the consequences could be for the ones up here who might be on diabetes, the ones who are up here who are probably diabetic up here. They rely on, like, if they don't have the insulin handy and they have to get something in a hurry. Like I saw on one of the YouTube shorts, this one was pushing her baby in a shopping cart from the store, and she went to go back by her vehicle and suddenly collapsed because her blood sugar ran low. But luckily, she had I mean, granola bar in her purse, so that someone who helped her was able to, minister to her. But what to say that they don't have it, and then somebody has to try to go buy one and have the EBT card, and they, oh, my EBT card, I might go buy one. Nope, and then find out nope. So now you just put that person in a very tough spot. I'm fighting for the person's life, but Congress and that is not thinking that. Only thing they care about is the votes. They don't care about anything else. That's why we need to put somebody like in the chat here. That's why we need to put somebody who has disabilities in one of those seats, who can understand and who might be able to, speak up, say, hey, I am one, and this, if you do this, it's gonna, cause ripple effect. It's basically gonna hurt. It's basically, they're not thinking. They're not thinking, and it's really, they're not thinking. The ones who voted on that, like Senate and the House, did not think of what consequences this could cause by doing that. It got me so pissed. That's why I decided to put this as one of the episodes. This was in the works for quite a while now. Since I started it back up, and this is going to be one of the episodes I did. I'm doing it now because this had to get out. This had to get out. That's right. Right there. That's right. That's what we need. That's what we need in there. The ones who know, the ones who understand what our needs are, and how to address those needs when it comes time to vote on a bill, to keep that out of the bill, to keep that out of that. Especially if it's a big, beautiful bill or anything like that, that could be very destructive, and it could cause. It's going to cause ripple effect. You watch. Come October 1st, it's going to cause a ripple effect. If it does take effect in October, which I know it will, but it's going to cause a huge ripple effect. It's going to be a tsunami. Believe me, it's going to be. You think the airport fights was bad? You think they have the fights in the airport like in Miami? You think that was bad? Wait. Wait. You see shoplifting before? Now you're going to see it pick up more, and you see more fights at the register. The ones who get the blame for this are the cashiers, because they're going to get the blame when somebody try to use the EBT and they turn it, and it's declined for that. So they get yelled at because like I say, don't shoot the messenger. They're only working. They're trying to make a living too, and it's not their doing. It ain't their call. It's the corporate's call. It's the management's call. It's just basically this. It's basically the state telling them, hey, you're going to do this rule, and you're going to implement this on. This isn't such a day, month. So yeah, they have nothing to do with this. So the cashiers, they have nothing to do with this. They can only basically enforce it, what they're told to do. It's like they can only do what they're told to do. So yeah, it's basically. I'm almost out of time, But I mean, anyway, it's like don't blame. So I'm about to close here. So it's not the cashier's fault. They can only do what they're told by management to do. I mean, it's not, so don't go yelling at the cashier, which I know some of you will come up in October, especially in Ohio. You will be yelling at the cashiers, and it's like it's not their fault. They're just implementing what the store says. I mean, what the managers tell them to do. They can only do what the manager tells them to do. So yeah. That's about all the time we have for today's episode. I'd like to thank you guys for joining, and I hope you learned a lot from this. And be sure to share this video with your friends, and be sure to hit the subscribe button. And so yeah, that's all about all the time we have for today's episode. So I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.